So this is how you made a change in my child's, child's liking. Actually, I'll say liking in the math subject. Otherwise, he was scared. I can say there were two words. Before joining you guys, it was scary for him. Yeah. Hi, Saurabh.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, ma'am. So, how is everything going on at Sanyam side?
All going good. I'm totally satisfied this time. He has got very good marks in all subjects. So now new classes are going to start from next week, new session. So he's been promoted to 8th grade. So looking forward for new year.
Great, ma'am. Thank you very much. So, as we already discussed, I was just, kind of getting a feedback like how it means you joined Sanyam joined 6 months back, right?
Yes. In the mid of the session.
Yeah, and I remember we were first chatting over WhatsApp with the requirement, right?
Yes.
And
Actually, I was juggling with so many things since the 7th grade started, because his performance, especially in maths, it's little surprising to say that in all his other subjects he was performing well, but maths particularly he was not able to catch up. I cannot say why. Maybe because this year it was online teaching, so teachers are not able to focus that much, which was in a class studies and all. It can be various reasons, but somehow he was not able to perform well in maths. So I was juggling with. So first I tried Byju's. I tried Byju's, but Byju's they clear your concepts, no doubt about that. But the thing is that it is not one to one. It is just you have to see the these videos and all. Then it was necessary that I have to sit with him, because first I have to clear my concepts, then I was clearing his. So it was not working out, because when he has some query, there was no one whom we could ask that what is the problem and this is the problem, what is the solution, because it was not one to one. So then even we tried Byju's for more than 3 months. But then it was not working out. He was able to catch, but there was, that touch was missing. That one-to-one touch was missing. We were not able to cope up with those videos and all. It was like, it was okay that we could understand things, but not giving us a touch of that teaching touch was not there. So then finally, finally on Google, I found you. So then finally I found you guys, and it was really I'm really thankful to you that in the mid of the session you somehow you adjusted Sanyam in one of the batches, because it was the mid of the session. I think even not even mid, I can't say even mid, it was even after mid, like it was around, it was so late.
There was already 3 students there in the batch.
Three were already there. Yeah, Sanyam was the 4th one. Right. Yeah, there were so many problems with the timings, but somehow you cooperated. Your teacher Abhishek, who he was even after classes, he was asking me if he needs more focus on something. I'm always there. So that was so nice of him, that he's a young boy. I really appreciate him, that being a young boy, and he understands Sanyam very well. And the day when you when he enrolled in your class, I still remember that I personally I messaged to Abhishek. See, Abhishek, he's an average student. So because you're already taking care of a batch, and he is there in the mid of the session, and he's an average student, and he has he's so low in confidence and focus. So I still remember that he told me, ma'am, don't worry, in another 3 or 4 classes only you'll see the change, and I'll make him. Every child is there's no complication. He is a good child. I just because he has already taken 1 class with him, he said no, that's okay. I can understand you feel that he has a low confidence, but you can see the transformation in 3-4 classes only. And that proved right. I'm so I'm as a mother, I cannot express my feelings to you.
Yeah, but I always say that you are so humble, actually, So
No, that's okay. No, being as we are human beings, so that's first quality one human being should have. But as a mother, I am, it's beyond my words. I can express my, satisfaction to you, because I used to tell Sayam, even I usually used to discuss with my husband. See Sayam's report card. Even if you can wait for a moment, I will show you the difference between two report cards. If you, I can I can show you last year's report card and this year's report card. He usually used to get A grade, A2, A1, A2, A2 in all the subjects except maths. Maths was always B2 or B1. He never, he never could achieve A. And he was himself very much, upset about it, because his report card was always something else, and maths always used to be a spoil sport in that, But I usually told him that it's okay. You give your best. That's okay. I only want you to make efforts. I only want you to work hard. You work hard, results will come. You work hard, results will come. But then, we usually see this, work hard is important. But then most important is that a child should understand that where he has to work hard.
Exactly.
That's more important. No,
That
he
is their
he
future.
he never stays back in working hard. But then he was confused that how he will work hard, because he's not understanding things. If he is giving 100%, but 100% is then when he knows the concept, then only he can give his 100%.
Exactly.
So he was not sure about the concepts. I told you other day, it's before his exams only. Abhishek took his class. He told me that if he has any doubts, he can ask me. So one day before exam, he take a class from Abhishek, and he wanted to clear his all doubts. So he was going through the comparing quantities. There was a CP, cost price, that selling price. When there's a profit, what is the cost price? When there is a loss, what is the selling price? Whatever. I myself gave him a few tips, but as I'm not a math savvy, I'm an account student, so I'm not that much into math. So I can only clear his problems. I can solve problem to problem. I cannot clear the concept. That's like, I can be very honest about it, that I'm not a math savvy person. So when he came out of the class, so I was making him sure that Sayam, please do this activity for sure, because this is the activity which will surely come up in your paper. This is the important question, one of the important. He was okay, Mama, I'll try, but he was not able to, clear up his mind. And when he came out from Abhishek's class, he said me, Mama, Abhishek sir gave me one tip, and this is what it is. You see, it is right. I said, if Abhishek has given, it must be right. He said, he has, he's more into academics with me. So he trusts me a lot. So I told him, yes, it is right. He said, even I'm able to understand it also. I said, really, you understand it now? He said, yes. I said, then, forget what I have given you, because that was the wrong way. That was just to solve the problem.
It's so
Because
nice
I never wanted you to lose those
you
maths
actually
tomorrow.
said that. So sometimes parents say that I was also right, okay, but okay, you can handle this.
No. I said him, please forget what I have given you. Forget that. Forget, just wipe it away. Because what I was, doing, it was just solving the problem. Even to be honest, I was saying him, कि तुम रट्टा लगा लो.
No, this is
So, no, it was me, no. Then when he came out from the Abhishek's class, and he told me, even, just to be honest, even when I see that concept with house Abhishek, I even myself, felt in my mind, oh my God, how come I couldn't figure out this way? So finally, I told him, wipe away everything what I told you. Now understand this. So this is how you made a change in my child's, child's liking. Actually, I'll say liking in the math subject. Otherwise, he was scared. I can say there were two words. Before me, joining you guys, it was scary for him. My child was so scared of maths, because he was always that, even if I will not perform, mama will scold me. My own conscious will not help me that why you are getting so low marks in one subject and other subject you are doing good. So he was very upset about it. Yesterday only he started again next batch with you. Yesterday he came out of the class. I told him how it is going. It's so easy. And I had heard this word easy from my child for the first time. Because for him, 1+1 was also as difficult as algebra, trigonometry, geometry, anything. Because he was so low in confidence, and I don't know.
Like many other teachers we have, because the kind of bonding we have, between as a human being, it sometimes surpass the professional things, and then they do extra kind of efforts. And
that's what I told you, because in just a matter of 5 to 6 months, a tutor can transform a child from getting scared to a subject, and then he started liking. It's a big transformation. See, I don't mind. See, I'm not saying that I'm not happy. My child, this time he has got A1, so that's big satisfaction for me. Like results has discovered that there is a change. But more than results, more than numbers, more than grades, what I am satisfied that my child is not now scared about maths, which is important.
This is what our focus is. Means I tell to every teacher, I always tell them that I do not want to hear the marks as outcome. If the moment the student says that I like the subject and he is enjoying the subject, for me the work is done. The result will automatically come. I am not bothered about that. Yeah,
yes. That's what I'm saying, that like grade, I'm not saying I will not now say that no, grades doesn't matter. It matters. Yeah. I'm not, as a mother, as a parent, we want our kids to perform because this is a competitive world. So definitely we want our children to perform. But most important for me is right now that today my child is happy with maths also. As happy as he was with science subject, English subject, French subject, any other subject, he's as happy as today now with maths also, which is important. Now today he is not scared like yesterday only. Otherwise, I know my child earlier, when I used to tell him, let's open the maths book and let's do something, he used to make excuses. He used to run away. He used to be scared. So today itself, I told him that today evening we will do some yesterday, which you have been taught by Abhishek. They must have started linear equations. I told him today we will just put some time on it, and he was yes we will do. Yes, we will do. This change is important for me. For me, grades will come, because when he will understand concepts, when he will understand the solution to the problem, grades will come. It's automatically. When he'll put his hard work, when his all concepts are clear, grades has to come. It will follow. But main important is that he has to be happy with the subject. He has to be liking the subject. He has to be happy to sit at one place for 1 hour and concentrate, which was earlier not there, which I was very much, he was running away. He was running away from maths.
Well, this is really means great feedback, ma'am, and this is what we are pursuing. Means this is the purpose of our main goal is that the transformation in the child's liking towards the subject, be it a math or science or whatever subject we have at our platform.
Yes, I understand. That's important. Even one of my sisters, she's in Vadodara. So a few days back, she was asking, her son is in 9th grade. So she was asked, we were discussing the schooling and everything. So she was asking me what we will do this year, because now again online schooling, this COVID has again came back and all. So even I can tell you that when a parent is satisfied, then only he can recommend or she can recommend. Exactly. And with my child's transformation, this confidence has came to me that I have started recommending you people.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Because when my son started, so because nobody recommended me to you. It was me. I Googled everything and finally reached to you. So now today I can say you that I'm in a position that I can recommend. I start recommending you. Even a few days back, somebody has put on this Facebook post. There are so many, there's a group called Strong Moms. Somebody has, even I had put your number there randomly also. That
Thank
this
you.
is it. So it is only when you have a confidence that your child has achieved something.
Otherwise, it's not possible to do that, because your credibility is also at stake. If you are recommending
Exactly,
somebody and
exactly, exactly, exactly. If tomorrow I recommend someone to somebody and it doesn't come to their expectations,
they will
obviously
say,
they are going to ask me that what you did.
"Kis
You
logo se
spoiled.
chुरा दिया?"
Exactly, you spoiled my child's career. You spoiled my child's time, whatever, money, everything. But this confidence I have today that I can recommend, and without any hassle, without any hesitation, I can recommend you people.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So these are actually, for us to be very frank with you, this is a great motivation for us to work even better. Means really, because this is what the kind of things I really want to do in the education. Means that I do not want it to be in a kind of where the children are not liking and being stressful, because I myself has done a lot of competitive exam, chartered accountant, company secretary and all, and I see the kind of stress the student gets into the moment they do not understand or like the subject. The moment they
Exactly.
start liking, then the stress is not there. Work is not
Exactly.
over, work will still be there, hard work तो करना पड़ेगा,
करना
लेकिन
पड़ेगा.
stress के साथ नहीं होगा काम. And this
हाँ.
was my passion. And now similarly like you, many parents means I get a feedback like this, and it really motivate me and my team also to move forward with a more enthusiasm. I
No,
really
no,
thank.
feedback is important. Feedback is important. Then only, because as a humans, we are always in a learning process.
Exactly.
Learning never comes to an end. We have to learn every day, every minute, every second. And
Exactly.
feedback makes us more, into
What we are
learning.
doing actually, otherwise, okay, tutoring is happening, right? So
Yeah.
how are we doing well or not? Means whatever the vision is there, because people do write on website, this is our vision, but on the ground, whether it is happening or not.
Happening or not, actually.
Yeah, so
And
that
that
is
real feedback you can get from the parents itself, parents, students itself. Obviously, that's very important. That's what I said. No, that making your child, starting your child liking the subject is important, which
exactly.
my son was not doing. He was running away. He was really running away
But
from
the moment after the just one session, because I am very much personally involved with almost all the child, and I remember the Abhishek. I talked with him after the first session. I said that I felt that his mother is a bit worried. What is your response on Sanyam? And he said he's a brilliant child. So
If you
he
remember, I had put that your WhatsApp group also, that I want a feedback from Abhishek, because he's the best who can tell us the feedback. Yes.
So he right away after the first session also, he said he's a brilliant child. I will figure out how to manage that further, how to teach him and whatever else is there. So that is great, ma'am. It was quite a nice journey, and surely
Yes,
will be with us. I think this year surely.
we have already started yesterday. There was a first session yesterday, and with the same kind of confidence, I can say you that my child is now right now in grade 8. I can assure you, with this kind of transformation, my child is going to end his this journey. I mean, up to 12th standard, because after that I don't know where what
Surely.
he has to, what is the goal, at least I'm sort of as a mother, I cannot tell you my feelings right now,
Thank you very much,
because I
ma'am.
was very worried about my son for this thing. Because even if he was not liking maths, maybe that time he was not like, but that could not help him. He has to study maths, because maths is one thing which he has to study. It will not. We can talk about Hindi, English, that okay, we will change the language, we will do something this and that. Maths is the subject which will go, at least for some extent he has to. I was so worried. I used to talk to my brother, sister, everyone out there.
Ma'am, one thing I usually tell to all the parents, the most logical subject in this entire universe is the mathematics. Most
Maths.
logical subject. There is
Yes.
no other subject more logical than mathematics.
Maths.
And the most logical being is a human being. We are a logical being until and unless we messed up ourselves with some psychological thing. But the kid has not done that. For kid
Yes.
is a logical being. And now I really felt very bad when the logical being is saying that they are not liking the logical subject. Where is the problem? The problem is not with the subject. Problem is not with the kid. Problem is the way of teaching. So if
Yes.
the teacher is not
Yes.
teaching in the right way, this problem will only come. So that's
Yes.
why I said the fault is not of the child, fault is of the teacher.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
Saurav, yes, you're very right. You're very right. And I could very much witness that. I could very much witness that in just, I could very much witness that in just 6 months of teaching with you. So that changed my son's life. I mean, as a parent, I'm totally satisfied. I'm totally satisfied.
Thank you very much. And I really you do not know how motivated you have done me by by this kind of discussion. So you have also helped us in a way that
No,
we will
it's
come
a,
out with a
it's a mutual admiration, because when you satisfy a mother, mothers are, how irritating mothers
I
are.
understand.
They
I
keep irritating teachers that teach my child like this, teach my child like that. So we mothers are always irritating because we want best for our children. And you made it possible for my son this year. I mean, uh, everyone in my family, because usually when I used to send my father, sister, my brother, his grandfather, whenever I used to send his report cards, their only question used to be, "Oh, it is all good, but why he is not good in maths?" So this time when I sent his report card to everyone was happy. Oh my God, he has secured a A1 in maths this time too. So everybody was happy. So that's a big happiness for our family this time.
Thank you very much, ma'am. But just on Sanyam front, we need to make sure that he should not be much affected with A1 or A2s. He just need to focus on, the process. Okay.
No, Saurabh, I have not made it a point. Even when he started his schooling, when he was just, you won't believe, when he was just 4 years old, his school used to call every Thursday to know the parents' feedback. So what my question and what my feedback to the teacher was always that I never used to ask his teacher how he is performing, how he is, doing. My question was always to his teacher: is he behaving well?
Yeah. Wow.
That's it. I never used to
salute you,
ask.
ma'am. This is the kind of feedback.
I never used to ask her that, how he is doing. Has he done his homework? Has he done? No. I always used to say, is he behaving well in the class? Because unless I made him a good human being, everything is waste. If he's not a good human being, whatever he achieves in his life is a waste of life. If he's a good human being, everything will eventually follows.
And if he's behaving well, it means he's happy. That is also
yes.
And happiness is what we want.
That's what I'm saying. I never stressed on. I never ever stressed on his, grades or everything. And my always concern was he should be a good human being first. Rest eventually follows. That's okay. That will come on its own. Because when child is a well-behaved, when he's a good human being, when he knows difference between right and wrong, he'll make it to the good. That's
now
okay.
I'm sure Sanyam is in good hand.
Thank you.
Great hand, not good hand. He's in a great hand.
Thank you, Saurav. It's just what I have learned from my parents. I'm trying to give it to my parents.
No,
my children.
This is what I really want to listen from most of the parents, and do not listen that these kind of statement, because everybody is just worried about marks.
No.
I do not appreciate much. Okay, as a result, somebody need to see whether if somebody getting a 0, obviously there is something wrong with
something wrong. But we don't have to focus that child should always secure 100.
Yeah.
Don't get him in the rat race that you have to run away, run and run. No, no. Let them, that's their life. Even this world is so competitive that we have to let our children enjoy their childhood at least. This is not going to come back. This is not going to, no phase of life is going to come back.
No, no, ma'am. I was means this is just not a feedback interview now. This is really a lesson to the
No.
so many parents out there. Means whatever you are saying right now, I need to speak with all the parents on one-on-one basis. I used to explain these things, and now I think I have another person who can help me out. Okay, I will,
anytime,
and they will listen that, because this is something there is so much rat race going on. I see that there are okay, enroll with us and you will get 100. What is this? What is this 100? Means enroll with us and then you start liking the subject. Okay, it makes sense. But what is 100? So
and these days you must have gone through these coding classes at age of 6. We are enrolling our children for coding classes. Please,
and then
break. They don't need these coding classes. Let them play with their clay and sand. They'll make all codings over there.
There is I used to counsel a lot of parents on that. If something is coming from the child, then it is okay.
Then it's okay. Yes.
It's okay. If child is showing interest, you are exposing him to something. But when you are talking about something like you do one course on coding and you become a billionaire, this is a stupidity being discussed on many of the platform also, because for becoming a great businessman, coding is just one of the things. There are many skills a human being should need.
And what I believe, that every child is talented. Every child is talented in its own way.
Exactly.
It is just we have to guide them properly, and we have to, guide them where they can actually make their lives. It is not always that, we have to make them a rat race. We have to make them kind of this, that they have to just run after things. Because these days, this is a show-off business.
Yeah.
Everybody, these days you will see whole education system is going behind these coding. Education is important, and learning is important. It's not that we have to run after everything. We have to make our children Einstein in a one day. That's not possible.
Yeah.
Even Einstein was not Einstein when he went to the school. When he went to the school, he was not an Einstein that day.
Yeah.
I mean, what we have learned from things, that Einstein was the most average student in his class.
But he was curious.
He was curious. Yes.
I tell to most of the parents and the teachers, most importantly, because I talk with the teachers, all the teachers enrolled on our platform. I always say that child is born with the curiosity. The moment the curiosity is killed, even if they are excelling in a subject, the more harm is done than the benefit. So the moment the curiosity of the child is killed or is attacked, or the questioning skill is attacked, even if the subject is, they are getting a lot of knowledge on the subject, that is of no use, because the major harm has already been done.
Yes. And this rat race is not going to take us anywhere.
Exactly. No.
This is not going to take us anywhere. No, this will spoil our children's. Childhood is already spoiled, because I have seen parents sending their children after schooling robotics classes, guitar classes, then football classes, then other classes. I don't know what they are doing with their children. Why they are making their lives so difficult?
Actually, what I really feel, some of the parents approached to us and then they had some kind of dreams, okay, and this, for some reason they could not able to fulfill, and they want their child to fulfill that, but you are putting the child into the stress.
Exactly. We parents, even I will not say not me, even every parent, we want to fulfill our own dreams through our children.
Yeah.
We want them to excel in everything, but we should understand that they are children.
Yeah.
They're not robotics that we
yes.
can feed and they will run like that only. They are children. We have to take care of them as a children only.
Great, man. No, ma'am, it was a great intellectual discussion. Which I started with like a, feedback, but it was a great intellectual discussion. I really thank you from the entire Fundu Tutor team because of the kind of mindset you are having, ma'am, which is really appreciable. Okay. So
Thank you, Saurabh. And I told you it is a mutual club, because you also did such a fabulous job that I am I am insisting myself, so that I can actually I can actually help other children,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that
No, I remember yesterday you were telling me that how can I provide feedback? I said, okay, let us do the interview.
because I wanted it, because when you genuinely feel about something, you want to put it across, actually,
No, I
when you
understand.
genuinely feel about it.
I never approach to the parents to give me an interview only if they are really because if we will artificially scripted interviews, we are kind of not doing a good thing for us also, because we will not improve.
Exactly.
We also have to improve. So great, ma'am. It was
Thank you, Saurabh, for giving me an opportunities where I could actually, send across my feelings, my feedback. It was a great opportunity, actually, for me too.
thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
and best of luck for your this organization, to your entire team. Congratulations, and I'm sure our children are in right hands too.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you.
confidence to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.